Hey, how are you doing? This is Reza, and today I'm very happy to speak with you about one very interesting topic, and that topic is which cloud provider we should choose in 2025. Since 10 years ago, I've tested different platforms from Amazon, DigitalOcean, and many, many others to find out which provider gives me the best quality and the best price. And then after all of this testing, I found out that Hetzner Cloud is the best. Why I'm saying that? Because with Hetzner we can get a server, very good price, super cheap price, with higher performance, higher quality. Okay, let's get into the Hetzner console to find out that at which price what we can get. So if you see that here we can create a project. Of course, here I have two projects. Let me choose one of them. The Hetzner console is very easy to understand. It's not very complicated. It's not confusing like Amazon, and everything is there. If I just press here and add server, here we see that we have everything in one page. We have 3 different locations. Of course, here are 6 locations. But basically these 6 locations are in 3 different parts of the world, like center, east, and west. And if you choose one of them, you are very close to your target audience. Because I'm in Germany, I will choose Nuremberg. And here we have OS images. Of course, I use Ubuntu. You can choose whatever you want. And I can go to even choose different apps. Here there are apps already installed on your OS images, and you can choose one of them. From Docker, from WireGuard, which is one VPN, Nextcloud, and the others. Most of the time I choose Docker because I love to use Docker and I love to install my softwares through Docker. And okay, let's choose, for example, Ubuntu. Here we can choose the different version of Ubuntu, and then I can go. Here is the interesting part. I can choose which virtual CPUs I want to choose. Let me just tell you about the virtual CPUs. The virtual CPUs means that they are not dedicated. It means that there are some people using the same CPU, but based on my experience, because since 5 years ago I'm using Hetzner, I found the virtual CPUs in Hetzner very reliable. I don't know how many people are using these CPUs at the same time, but I think they are maybe 5 or 6, not more, and it's very, very reliable. And look at the price here. The first package, you can get 2 virtual CPUs with 4 gigabytes of RAM, just less than €4. That is really amazing. And I tell you, you can start from this package, and this package is able to handle most of the jobs. And then literally after some time, when your app gets a little bit bigger, you can rescale and go for the other packages. But you can start from here. And from here I installed most of my softwares, and they really works very good. And of course, you can choose, for example, this package, like 3 AMD virtual CPUs with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and look at the price. That is like less than €9. This is really awesome. Of course, you can go and choose dedicated virtual CPUs. That is a little bit more expensive, but that is guaranteed that you are the only person that you use this CPU. And let me tell you that this price is 3 times cheaper than the other providers. That's really, really nice from Hetzner, because they give you the high quality servers with a very, really fair price. And here I can just choose the name of the server and then create and buy, and then after like 3 minutes Hetzner will send me one email with all details, and information that I need, like the IP address, like the username and password. And let me just go back to show you one of my servers to see what kind of other options that we have here. We have here backup and snapshots. In backup we have like 7 slots of backup, just with the price of like 20% of the server plan, which if we choose like that server, the first one, 4 euros, we pay just 80 cents, and that is super amazing. And I mean, normally I go for snapshots. That is 1 snapshot of your image, which normally, for example, when I want to update my plugins or I want to do a very big changement, I take 1 snapshot to just make sure that when something goes wrong, I can just go back and just recover that a snapshot, and then everything will be like the same as before that changement. And of course here we have other ISO images. We can just choose one of them. I mean, they are not standard, but anyway, if we really want to use one of them, we can just mount it here, or we can rescale our server or rebuild it, or delete it, And this is so funny because from here you can really change your primary IP. And that is super amazing, because sometimes you want to have your private VPN. When you want to install one VPN, for you it's very important to change the primary IP to one other IP, or maybe you want to change your location. So here you can easily create a new primary IP, and then you can, let me just show you. You can choose the location and the IP and buy it, and then you can go back to your server. Here you can go to networking, and then here you can assign the new IP and then delete your previous IP, and then you just pay for that IP, not extra money. Okay, and this is super amazing from Hetzner. I tell you that if you really want to try Hetzner, for you it's just cost to press one link, my referral link, and if you click that referral link, you will get 20 euros credit, without any obligation, without putting or adding your credit card. You will have 20 euros of credit, and then you can choose one plan and test Hetzner, really. So you don't need to just add your credit, buy one server, and then you become disappointed. So this is something very nice from Hetzner. So I will provide you one referral link to the description of this video. You just click on it, sign up, and then get one new server, and then just to use it. And let me just tell you something also very interesting about a dedicated server. With Hetzner, you can buy or rent a computer. Rent a computer, a dedicated computer. You will see here, for example, here is the list of the servers that you can buy, and they are all dedicated. If you see here, we have Intel i7 with 32 gigabytes of RAM and 2 SSD of 500 gigabytes, just with the price of 30 euros per month. And I tell you, with this price, you cannot find this price somewhere else. This price is super amazing. The quality of these servers I've tested is super amazing, super strong, the speed is very good, the bandwidth is very big, so you can get a very good quality with a very good price. So yeah, that was pretty much for today, and I hope that you go to Hetzner and to just test it and use it and you enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.